your year. These are the games that you win.
It's gone! A walk-off for Alex Gordon and Kansas City. Got him looking. Now Gore goes to third. This is going to be a tough play. No play! Royals win it at the bottom of the ninth. Look at some woo! Popped up. Salvador Perez. What a team headed back to the postseason. It is not only a KCW, it is a KC celebration. Swinging a ground ball to third and fair! Fair ball! Up the left field line, here's Cologne! And the Royals win it!
Next stop, Baltimore. The Royals will play in the American League Championship Series. In the air to deep right, and the Kansas City Royals have taken the lead. Did he make that catch? He did! How many plays can we see the Kansas City defense make?
You've got to be kidding me. The Royals, for the first time in 29 years, they're going back to the World Series.
On to first in time.
And a ground ball right side. Safe at first. Chops it over the head of Crawford. It is 6-0. And it's official. Royals win Game 6, 10-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Kauffman Stadium and the Royals 2014 season celebration. Joining us today on the field is your host, Royals broadcaster, Ryan Lefevre.
Wow. I said it at the end of the regular season, and I'll say it again today. What a team, what a ride. And after watching that video, well, we have a lot to celebrate today, don't we? We have a lot of special guests today, including members of the Kansas City Royals. And, you know, I was thinking as I was driving in today, it was raining. Anybody drive through the rain today to get to Kauffman Stadium? We drove through a lot of rain to get to 2014, and yet when I got here, the sun is shining in Kansas City at Kauffman Stadium, and the sun will shine again next year and the year after that. All right, let's get started. We have a lot of people here today, a lot of people that want to talk to you, and a lot of people that want to celebrate this wonderful season. And let's begin by bringing up here Jackson County executive and a huge lifelong Royals fan, Mr. Mike Sanders.
I didn't know so many people had the day off from work. I have never been more proud of this city, this franchise, and more proud to be a Kansas City Royals fan than I am today. What a wild and thrilling ride for all of us. A record-setting sweep of the A's, the Angels, and the Orioles that will live forever in Major League Baseball history because of this team. The The 2014 American League champion flag will now fly over the house that Jackson County voters built in 1972 and renovated in 2006. And how amazing did this crowd in this stadium look on TV to the nation? Now, I'm older than a lot of people, but I remember and grew up cutting my teeth on the 1970s and the 1980s. Some of the great memories of my childhood were in this ballpark, sitting right out there in right field general admission. This year, I got to watch through my two sons' eyes, John and Patrick, who are here today. Hello, kids. I got to watch them experience and have memories, priceless memories, just like you, just like families all throughout this community that you'll remember forever. The iconic moment for me, 6th inning, right over there in the dugout suite. Royals fans carried the Moose as he got loose, as he caught that foul ball. That's when you knew this was for real. KC fans, you did your part. We need to honor this team, relish this team, relish these memories, and your role as fans in making this happen. Thank you. So how about this? There are going to be a lot more Blue Octobers in Kansas City next year. Now, I did some math with my son John and Patrick. Let's start the countdown. April 6th, 2015. Everybody, it's only 158 days to opening day. Go Royals.
Thank you, Mike. You know, we were talking before we got started today, and that wonderful wild card win. And then we went to Anaheim, and it was pretty loud in Anaheim. And then we went to Baltimore, and it was a little louder in Baltimore. And then we went to San Francisco, and it was a little louder there. But it was nothing like Kansas City. So the Royals are relevant again in Major League Baseball, and Kansas City baseball fans are back on the map, thanks to you. And let's bring up our proud mayor of Kansas City, Missouri, Mr. Sly James.
Good morning, Kansas City! Be loud and proud. You know, the Royals didn't just become relevant when they started winning. They've always been relevant in my life. I grew up with them. I love them, follow them every season, win, lose, or draw. And that's exactly what all of you have done. This is a great city. It's a great time for this city because it's a great time for this team. One thing I can tell you, I'm not just proud of the team, I'm immensely proud of them, but I'm proud of every Kansas Citian because people from all over the world who've been in this city the last few weeks have been talking about you, how friendly the people are, how great Kansas City is, how fantastic our team is, how our team mirrors our city. We are royal, and we're going to stay that way. Don't look at last night as a loss. Look at it as the beginning to a dynasty. All I can tell you is, you know about all the games, you all watched them. You know about the great plays, you know about the hustle. The one thing that I want to make sure that you know is, I love you, love the city, love the team. We love our team, and our team loves us. Rock it out, Kansas City!
All right, let's bring up the architect of this World Series team, the general manager of the 2014 American League champion Kansas City Royals, Dayton Moore.
Appreciate it. Well, it's a truly an honor that so many of you came out here today to celebrate and honor this team and this organization, and we're forever thankful for you being here. I do want to say that losing's not fun, and it does hurt today for the guys and the men in the clubhouse and Ned and the coaching staff. But I can tell you this, that our motivation going forward is as strong as it's ever been. It's as fearless as it's ever been. And we're motivated to bring this energy and this excitement back to Kansas City for a long time. But I do feel very, very proud of the joy that it's brought our city, your families, people around the country that love and appreciate great baseball, because that's obviously what it's all about. I'm thankful to our players, their families, for all their great sacrifice, our employees, and most of all, the Glass family, for all of their patience, backing, support, encouragement, everything that they've provided us to build something special here in Kansas City. So thank you. Love to you and all your families in this great city. Thank you.
Thank you, Dayton. You know, it's easy to forget this now, but I'll remember when I arrived in 1999, there was some question as to whether the Royals would survive in Kansas City. Remember, a couple of teams were almost contracted shortly after 2000. But there's a gentleman who stepped up. He bought this team. He vowed to keep this team in Kansas City. He invested to make sure that Kauffman Stadium remained beautiful and state-of-the-art. He brought in Dayton Moore, gave him all the resources that resulted in us having a month we will never forget in 2014. Let's welcome to the field Royals owner, Mr. David Glass.
Good morning. Thank you very much. Having all of you here gives us one more opportunity to thank all of you fans who support us. Without you, none of this is possible. So thank you for hanging in there with us. You know, I'm still struggling with the last night. I think it'll get better over time, but none of us handle losing very well. But would you join me in thanking some people? Dayton, Ned, the coaches, and particularly the players. Hey, I am so proud of those young men. They may not have won last night, but they left it all on the field. And I know that they're better prepared for next year for what they've experienced this year. So let's count our blessings, be thankful for the season we had, and start to count down for spring training. Thank you.
All right. You came out here all season. Many of you have been coming out for many, many years. Some of you grew up here at Kauffman Stadium. Many of you never even experienced 1985 and wondered if it was possible again on this field. And there was a team this season that made you believe. And many of them are here today. Let's welcome to the field one more time in 2014, your Kansas City Royals.
Won't you follow me into the jungle? Ain't no God on my streets, the heart of the jungle. Won't you follow me into the jungle? Ain't no God on these streets, the heart of the jungle. Won't you follow me into the jungle? Ain't no God on my streets, the heart of the jungle. Won't you follow me into the jungle? Ain't no God on these streets, the heart of the jungle. Won't you follow me into the jungle? Ain't no God on my streets, the heart of the jungle. Won't you follow me into the jungle? Ain't no God on these streets, the heart of the jungle. Won't you follow me into the jungle? Ain't no God on my streets.
All right. Well, we have a few guys that want to speak today, and we're going to begin at the top. But guys, I want to say to you, as they want to say to you, that chant doesn't get old, does it? Guys, I want to say to you, and especially to those of you, and I know you want to get home to your families. It's been exciting, but it's been long, and you want to get home, and I think we all understand that. But as a Kansas Cityan for 16 years, on behalf of the organization, on behalf of these great fans that are here, you know, we're a city just like every other. We are divided sometimes politically. We are divided sometimes culturally. We are divided by a state line in this city. But we all had one thing in common this year. We had you. You brought us together. Thank you. We'll never forget this year. And with that, let's hear from the manager of the American League champion Kansas City Royals, Ned Yost.
Thank you. You know, after last night, I think if you ask any one of these men, nobody wanted to get out of bed today. I know I didn't want to get out of bed today. You know, that was a rough loss for us last night. And like Dayton and Mr. Glass said, we fully intended to bring a world championship back to you guys, and we fell just a little short. But the reason we got out of bed today was to thank you guys. The one thing that we will remember most about this year when we get older It's going to be our individual achievements, but most of all, we're going to remember you and what you guys did for us, how you guys had our back, how you brought this city together, and we enjoyed it, we loved it, we appreciated it, and we thank you so much for it. You mean the world to us. Thank you.
Well, we got a few guys, at least, that want to speak to you, so we'll go accordingly. But I know this gentleman here wanted to say something to you. 2 years ago, the Royals made a trade, trying to become a legitimate team in the American League again. So we needed to go out and get a legitimate player who would live through what we hope to be, going from the bottom all the way to the top in the World Series. And I don't know if there's one guy on this team that helped change this attitude than Royals pitcher James Shields.
Wow. Yeah, I'll tell you what. You guys are absolutely unbelievable. You know, there's no words to describe, as a baseball player, what we feel for you fans. We thank you so much. The one thing I did want to let you guys know is we're very proud of what we did this season, what we accomplished this season. And you guys should be proud of these guys for all the hard work that we put in from spring training till right now. When you're a little kid, you always dreamed about being in the World Series, and a lot of these guys on this team never got to experience it, and it takes a long time for a lot of these guys to experience it. So we got to experience that dream, and we're glad to experience it with you guys. I said last night on some of my interviews that every single person on this team's a leader. They just don't even know it. And this year, everybody became a leader in their own way. It takes 25 plus guys to get to where we are today. It's a collective team effort. The organization, first-class organization. I just want to say thank you to the fans on behalf of the team. Hopefully we can bring back a championship next year. So I just want to say thank you guys for all your support. We definitely heard you out here. And glad baseball is back in Kansas City.
Well, Billy, I was asked an interesting question yesterday, and it was from somebody who's not in Kansas City, and they said, has the crowd always been like this? When did all this start? And I went back to the 2012 All-Star Game, and you were standing right there, and you were introduced to the country, you were introduced to the world as representing the Kansas City Royals, Billy Butler, and I heard people say they have never heard an ovation at an All-Star game for one player like Billy Butler got. And that's when Kansas City said, we're back in the game.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, ever since being a part of the organization, since I was 18 years old. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. You guys are amazing. To see this thing go from step one to where we are now, I couldn't be more honored to be a part of this organization. Thank you, guys. You guys have been great. We couldn't have done it without you guys. You guys treated us like royalty, and we couldn't be more proud to be out here for you guys. And yeah, you guys are tremendous. You know, we love all y'all, and that's why we're out here today. And couldn't be more proud to be a part of this organization.
Big ovation for the guy who is a Kansas Cityan now, Royals pitcher Jeremy Guthrie.
First of all, I want to thank the fans in the left field corner, the ones that aren't getting any love out there. Those are the kind of fans, along with all of you, that made this run as exciting as it was. So thank you to every one of you. Just a quick thought. Last night as I sat in my locker, tough loss. Would have loved to come out there and been able to pitch my heart out even more so and put up some zeros. We would have loved to have got some runs off Madison Bumgarner and broke their hearts as well. But it didn't work out that way. And so each one of us is left to think about what we can take from this season. And the quote that always comes to my mind in these situations and throughout my life is one from Coach John Wooden. And he defines success. And he defines it as the peace of mind which is a direct result of self-satisfaction in knowing you did your best to become the best you are capable of becoming. When we left last night, we had a clubhouse full of guys, we had coaches, we had front office personnel, and we had fans that were successful. We did everything that we could to make the 2014 season a dream come true. It was short of our ultimate goal, but it's something we can build off of. It's something we can keep our chins high ahead. Now I'm talking like Billy. Organization. Anyways, thank you guys very much for helping us live our dreams. If we helped you live some of your dreams, we enjoy doing it together. So here's to Royals in 2015.
All right. You know, the World Series isn't about one guy, but every year in the World Series, a new star shines. And a new star that shined here in Kansas City is Lorenzo Cain.
She make that Tyson face. Don't look like that. I drop down to my knee, thankful for life today. Thank you, Lord. No naps, it's long sleep. Hibernate. Let go. I can tell if he 12. Yeah. Right away. Go through hell, cause I can't move you far away.
I love you like a brother from the different mother.
I guess we got us another Instagram video, huh?
I know you like Instagram now, huh?
But, yeah, I just want to come on here and thank all the fans, for all the support. All season. Yeah. Love you guys, too. But I just want to thank you guys for all the support, you know, being there for us all season long. So we really appreciate it. And like I said, we'll go get them next year. Let's go Royals.
Hey, you know, a lot of guys needed to get home to their families, and we can't blame them for that. But we also need to acknowledge the guys and thank the ones who were able to stay here, maybe didn't speak today. But let's start at the end here. Christian Colon. I remember this little guy when his dad was a manager and he was taking batting practice here. About this tall, now a member of the Royals, Francisco Pena. Shortstop, Alcides Escobar. Pitcher, Lewis Coleman. I think one of the great personal thrills for those of us who have been in this organization for a long time was to see somebody finally get to the big leagues. Much deserved. Long-time coach, long-time minor league manager, third base coach Mike Jershely. I'm going to wait for one guy to get in the line here because these two guys come together. It's a great bullpen. We really needed some bullpen depth. And the Royals made two very good trades to help them get into the postseason. And it was a lot of fun to see two guys who have had long, successful careers, who are really good men, to see them finally get to the postseason as a member of the Royals. Jason Fraser and Scott Downs. I don't know if we'll ever know how much pain this guy played in to get through the season, but he was there and he had a career season in his first year with the Royals. Second baseman Omar Infante. Never in the history of Major League Baseball has a catcher started 158 games and he did it last night playing basically on one leg. Salvador Perez. You know, as much fun as we had this year, I don't know if there was one guy who was more fun to watch in his first year with the Royals. Right fielder Nori Aoki.
You're the best! Thank you so much! Thank you.
Hey, Ned, did you know he spoke English like that all year? And finally, you know, to build on Jeremy Guthrie's words, Ned Yost's words, James Shields' words, everybody's words today, as we look forward to next year and the year after that, I don't know if there's one guy who gives us more hope than Yordano Ventura. One last thing before we let these guys go, get back to their families. Mayor Sly James told me that on behalf of Kansas City, that the mayor has some gifts for the guys today. Mr. Mayor? Mr. Mayor, you want to tell the folks what the players got today?
I have on an exclusive tie that was made. It's royal blue. It's got KC in the corner. Not too big, but just classy enough so that everybody who looks at it knows this is for KC, Royals players, Royals front office, and you, Ryan. This is a gift from the city to the team. One that we absolutely love. Love the ties, and you know how I love my bow ties. All right.
And as we wrap things up today, no surprise that so many of you came out today. You've been out here all season long. You made this the most difficult stadium to play in the playoffs. So really, we're here today to thank the players for what they gave us, but they're also here to thank you for what you gave them. And I ask you, before we leave today, to turn your attention to Crown Vision.
I'm blue, I've been deed, I've been died, 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 I've been deed, I've been died. I'm blue, I've been deed, I've been died, 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 I've been deed, I've been died.
Thank you, fans. Thank you for coming. And we'll see you right back here on April the 6th. So we're going to win one more game, aren't we? One more game.